KY007. And I heard there's some holes in that White House. Did y'all hear that? Peace to the new people. Welcome anyone that is new. Shout out to those that didn't really want me to go anywhere. Said I was leaving and I still here, whatever. But I heard there was some holes in this house. The point of my live stream is just to talk a little bit of politics, something I don't really do on here. I'm gonna do that. Shout out to my spotlight. I think I got it right. It's a horizon type of. Can you see? Can you see? I hope you can see. All right. I'll show you my intro and we'll get started. This is particularly regarding Kamala Harris. She's been nominated through President Joe Biden stepping aside. He's not going to run this next election. He's not able to, his age and other things going on, right? So ever since then, he chose Kamala Harris. She's a woman, I just want to just get right into it. I don't waste much time either. So she's a woman that doesn't even really identify as black. So I know when people see it, they may be like, oh, how you feel about a black woman being prejudiced, this, that. I feel good with the right woman being in leadership, and that's just period. That's my view. I don't think she's fit enough to run a country. I never felt that way. So that's just the honest truth. I think she's a good, refreshing look. She's coming to pop music now, rap. She wants to get the voters in. My stance on what Kamala is doing is she's going to basically cater to women, or appear to be. And women have to listen up. You have to know what your rights are and what is not really a right. You know, do you feel abortion is a right? Men should never have a say. It should just be for the women. That's what this movement is going towards. Not giving a crap about women. It's just mostly all women. That's the whole vibe I see before I even knew Meg was going to be headlining. Meg Thee Stallion, for those that don't know, most people know she is a rapper. She's one of the most popular female rappers out in America, and she's international with it. So I'm gonna do my intro real quick and we'll get started. I'm just surprised a little bit, but I'm not shocked at all. So let's get right into the intro. Again, my name is Kiy NY007. Ooh, oh, I know what happened. Hang on. Why did it do that though? Oh my gosh, okay. I'll unplug the webcam too, because obviously I was going to use it for a little bit of extra lighting. Just a little bit. Good morning, good evening, night, wherever you're at. Let's get the intro started. Ooh.
Tupac. He's not. You say he lives on. And I know. I keep doing that. You say, listen, West Coast girls think Tupac lives on. I'm with you. So Tupac. I'm trying to say. I can't.
Now we remember that that's when she said Tupac is the best rapper alive. He had been gone, passed away. What was it? 2 decades before she even said this, something like that. So my issue with Kamala Harris is the fact that when she wants to appease to the black people or people in the black community, of course, for the votes, that's when she pushes herself to at least she tries to fit in with the stereotypical hip hop person, black person in the community and things like that, which to me just shows that you're less in tune with black people because we're just not all the same. We do have similar tendencies and whatnot, but we're just not all the same. And pretending like you're such a rapper, hip hop head isn't gonna work. Let me finish this intro and then I'll get more into the stream. Oh yeah, Pinky back here. Put like on the same thing. Oops. I ended up doing a pop-up live too, and sometimes things work against you too, but you just gotta figure it out. Hold on 1 second. I had some basically, oh wait a minute, basically some extra footage to show. What I should do is shut this down and I may just come back on because I remember before my audio wasn't really picking up. And we're gonna get started. And if no one's here to help me, it makes it a little more difficult to, Also, I had something for. Let's see. Let me put in audio test. Test, test, test. Oh, it's better than before. Okay. What I want to do is going to show stream where oops. Okay. Just some throwbacks of Kamala Harris, some of her answers. Hey, good morning, afternoon. I'm trying to. Hey there, Tampa Supreme. You can hear me. I hope. I'm like back and forth, and then okay. Yeah. All right. What I was basically wanted to do for the stream, get into some things about remembering who Kamala Harris is who she is. Um, Part of the point I wanted to make was being a woman myself of color, black, African, whatever you want your term. Um, that is not. I'm not gonna like be fooled with the trickery and the. You know what I'm saying? Like I like hip hop too. I'm a New York native. I come from Jamaican music too, reggae, all that. There's a different vibe to it too. But I feel like now you're gonna witness the music and the beats and stuff, and she's trying to motivate your bodies to come on in and just vote. But when you say women's rights, it's like we're just telling women that you have a right to abort, and you should always have that. You know, not caring nothing about what no man is saying, even though it takes two to create. Um, I don't feel like that's part of women's rights. But we're going to keep going with this narrative to get in office, and I feel like that's what's going on. I just found out early, well, maybe a couple hours ago, that Meg Thee Stallion is headlining the next rally. So with that, we know that other things are going to be coming with that. You know, she likes to be extra raunchy, but she's like, yeah, because I'm here for women. You know what I'm saying? They don't mind getting black men locked up, even when they're innocent. That's the part. What we're seeing is a movement that's going to be of mostly women. Now, Kamala can win using women. So I would like to know your thoughts on that. Some men will vote for her, but I don't think that many. And if we're being honest, a lot of our men have been lazy when it comes to voting anyway. So, also a couple hours ago, I just saw on the Young Turks, they have white men for Kamala, it said. So, this is a group of men, and they're white dudes, they call themselves something. They claim to have raised $4 million for her. So, I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. I just want to know your agenda though. What motivates you to vote for who you vote for? Um, has anyone really lived up to the promises that they've made to the majority of Americans? And the other part of it would be Black America, which I haven't seen much going on specifically for Black people. Harris made that clear. She's not doing anything specifically for Black people. I don't feel Trump would either. He does some things for Black individuals, but as a whole, not so sure. Now, he did donate to some, Black colleges, but then Roland Martin said that was a lie, or at least the amount. So I honestly still have to do a little more research on that myself, because I don't really want to speak on it unless I really know. And I'm not saying one person is extremely better than the other, or one person, it's like everyone has to make up their own mind. But I see the moves that Paris is making, and I don't know. I'd be interested to know your thoughts on some of this too. You love the pander. Yeah. Did you just say I'm thirst trapping right now? Wow. No, I'm not thirst. I'm not a thirst trapper. Am I a little bit thirsty though? Yeah, a little bit, but that's about it. I appreciate that comment in there. I mean compliment. But I want to show something right here. So yeah, we have to do it. Shoot, I like having fun too. Now, we got another one. Why does they have Kamala's eyes looking black right here? Let me see. Let me see. The most recent thing that I saw with Kamala, it was with Kamala and Keke Palmer. It's going to be quick because I didn't see anything noteworthy to talk about. This is called Baby, This is Keke Palmer. She just wanted to know how she keep her hair so straight. So that's interesting that's what she came up with to talk about. That's another issue, too, that I think we have in the Black community, especially with women, is hair and our hair acceptance. She want to know how many times does she get her hair pressed. Why does that matter? She has an Indian mom and a Black father, right? Her hair texture is most likely going to be different. This is the latest. This is a picture, though, from about a year ago, a little over a year ago. But I put this up because this was the picture that Meg Thee Stallion had took with Kamala Harris. So you see her with her tongue hanging out and everything, which you can do what you want, but most of us, we just kind of straighten up when we around certain people, and I'm not seeing that here. I want to go back to, this was about the Tupac comment. One of the things that I would have to say pissed me off the most, I think, with Kamala was when she lied about Tupac. So I want to just show that, and then anyone feel free to share your comments, whether you agree or not.
For everyone who's not Trump.
Yeah. It's fine.
You were on the Breakfast Club, and they asked you if you had ever smoked weed, and you said yes. and then someone said to you, "Oh, what music were you listening to?" And someone said, "What did you listen to when you were getting high?" Everyone asked you like 4 questions
Right.
at the same time,
Right.
and they came out and you said, "I listened to Snoop, I listened to Cardi B, I listened to Tupac," and then like Fox News and stuff came out and they were like, "There was no Tupac when you were in college."
Yeah, right. It was crazy. It was literally my communications team said to me, "There's this thing that's going on out there that has happened," and I was like, I thought they were joking. I literally thought they were joking. I I don't listen. I don't know. Are people just bored, or do they not understand complex issues, and so they have to be distracted by those that really have no difference in the lives of other people?
I genuinely think it's that people have gotten used to it. I think, unlike Trump, because regular politicians, as in normal people,
Yeah.
don't have the scandals that he does, you don't have a porn star. So
Right.
we have to focus on
Right.
Tupac.
This is the Daily
My
Show.
part of that,
Used to be
the
hosted by
scandal for
Trevor
me was,
Noah.
how were you listening to Tupac and enjoying him as a prosecutor? Because he said some things about prosecutors in his songs, and I was like, damn, were you never like personally offended by any of that?
No, of course not.
No?
Tupac, no, I mean, listen, I mean, Tupac also sang about the love of a mother. Remember that?
That's true. Dear Mama.
I mean, dear mama,
That's
right?
true.
I mean, she would be, she loved him.
Right.
And so that was the range of Tupac. And Tupac also had his Bay Area connection. And so there was a pride that
That
was
had nothing to
associated
do
him.
with
But
it.
Tupac was prolific. He really was. And he died far too young. I mean, it would be interesting to see where that whole genre went had he lived longer.
Right. She said, where did that whole genre go, right? So where did the whole genre go from so what you're saying is like with rap music and certain things to do with hip hop, and right? Now you're aligning yourself with rappers. I haven't seen her align herself with not one male rapper though, not one male artist. She walked out to Freedom by Beyonce. Beyonce has tons of fans, so I think she hit it right with that and with the song. Like I said, she's a good, refreshing look. She's younger. She's a great looking woman. But it's not about how somebody's making you feel. It's what are they motivating you to do? What are their plans when they get into office? So for a while, I didn't even really want to listen to Trump or Biden, to be honest. I didn't even listen to their debate. The last one they had, that sucked. Everybody said it sucked. I was like, good, I ain't watch it anyway. I've been so disappointed with everyone. I wish we had more candidates to vote for, to be honest, and we don't. So I want to see what's going to happen. Are more men going to come out and vote, particularly black men? Is this going to be a big showdown? And I do see this being the start of a huge gender war, and we've already seen on YouTube or wherever else y'all travel and see this type of like bickering that people have between each other, but it's gender based. A lot of things are race and class, and I always say that. But then there's gender baiting. That's what I think a lot of this is going to be. That's what I feel like a lot of this is and is doing. Now you got me feeling like I might have too much light on myself or something either. I've already prepared myself for comments and stuff like that. But I don't know. I guess sometimes still be interesting. Hang on. And I'm gonna do my outro again too. I would just like to know your thoughts. Again, Meg Thee Stallion, rapper Meg Thee Stallion is going to be headlining for Kamala Harris's next rally. I believe it's the next one coming up now. And let me just check on something because I feel like I'm missing someone. Let me see next. I know it was definitely Meg Thee Stallion. Never mind. But yeah, so we'll just see what goes on. Just like when Meg hit the stage, she went on to oh, I stand corrected. Okay, well, when she went on SNL and she was like, this is for women, this is for us, this. I don't see anybody doing any movements for women. I don't see any organizations. I don't see anything else going on for women. Like, I'm not seeing it. So when they say that, what are they talking about? I feel like we're becoming like women that because you're a woman, you are a movement for women. No, you're not. You can be, but if you're just a woman, you're a woman. Quavo speaks at Atlanta rally for VP Kamala Harris. Okay, well now we got a guy in here. Okay, we didn't. We did not. We did not. So okay. All right, I didn't know that. That was 13 hours ago. Oh, I lost my sunlight. All right. I got wires and stuff. Okay. Yeah, so my bad. She was, yeah. Did you type something? Oh yeah, somebody. Okay, yeah, Quavo. Right. Okay. So you saw it before, just before I did. I didn't know that. But who else? I'm not talking. Oh, we just thought of bringing him out there. They ain't been nowhere around. She was VP for 4 years. She was vice president, right? So like, what's up? What's up? So is this it? That's what we doing. Okay. I'm telling y'all, y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. This was the I'm gonna show just a clip and move on because this is where this was Kamala Harris' first rally that she did. I gotta type, I can't have them on. Where she spoke at Wisconsin. Hang on a second. I was gonna do a short on it. I probably should have, but Vice President Kamala Harris. 1 second. This is also from YouTube. It's Face Nation.
Fraudsters.
Hold on.
On one of our country's largest for-profit companies, sexual abuse.
What I'm about to show is where she tells everyone Roe versus Wade, right? Didn't that get reversed about a year ago? Right? No longer, abortion is illegal. She says she's going to sign the bill, but hold on.
Donald Trump was just found guilty of fraud.
Oh, come on.
Literally promised big oil companies
What the heck?
of grassroots fundraising in our nation. One, where we to get by, but to get ahead.
This is what she's saying. We need to get
Join a
ahead.
union.
Right? This is it.
Affordable child care. Where every person has affordable health care.
That still hasn't happened. We still have not received any affordable, you have affordable health care, but it's never been free. It's never been for everyone. Some are free, some are not. You have to listen to what everyone comes up and tells you. Listen to it. Replay it back again.
A future where no child person has the opportunity not just to get by for our nation.
Damn. All right, y'all. I got it saved, so I probably should just not do it. Absolutely. I agree with those things. I just haven't heard. My whole thing is, if anyone wants to know what I think of first for women's rights and what I need to see change and hasn't yet, that would be equal pay for men and women doing the same jobs. That's what I want to hear more about. The fairness of wage, your salary, whether it's hourly or salary. That's what I want to hear about. Economic equality. Otherwise, you're basically just you're talking about like childcare. We need that. We need certain things. So she's speaking to the families, but she's speaking to the women. That's what she's really speaking to. I haven't heard anything on here really regarding like everyone as a whole. more family things, and nothing really with directly for men. You know, if you are gonna put a lot into women, it's like you would want to try to balance out things too when you're dealing with specifics on gender like this, but that's like not what's been happening. Um, all right, never mind. It's right in the beginning though, because I heard it and then I actually clipped it because it was like she's given a false sense that she's.
Donald Trump specialized in cases involving sexual abuse.
Oh, here it is.
Well, for profit colleges that was scamming students.
Okay, in the beginning she's getting on Trump.
So all of this is to say, building up the middle class, America, Medicare, parents with diabetes, has led the fight for.
Then she mentions diabetes. You're saying diabetes because you want to talk to the black community because black people are told that they're going to have diabetes. I was told that. How you going to tell me I'm going to have diabetes? I don't have to have diabetes. You may say, well, if people in your family have had diabetes, maybe it has something to do with it. No. You know, you're not going to pre-diagnose me. And that's another thing. Whoever's listening or if you catch the replay, don't let anybody diagnose you and just diagnose you. Doctor or not, you can see someone else too. No, we're not walking diabetics all the time.
America is strong.
I don't like that. Don't you put no disease on me. Especially when you don't really care about black people like that. Like, I'm tired of
It's
it.
in our hands.
Watch, it's gonna be church. They already went to the church, so they come to the church. Y'all don't come to no black hot church no other time. You know the AC is off. Y'all don't be coming no other time. Out of here. Nobody. And this ain't even one side over the other. None of them do. Out of here. Then she's dancing around with Kirk Franklin. I got something that I got to do that's coming up about him too. And his lustfulness and the stuff he does. And it's like, I get it too. Because you know what I mean? I have my own thing with lustfulness. You know what I'm saying? And that's why maybe I know my own too. So you can't like have a church going and you just gyrate. You know what I'm saying? Like you really, for the look, like God is not puppeteering you from the heavens to do that. And you know it. And there's people that have been critiquing his dances during church. Like, it's like he's a madman running around, but he's just saying, God, God. So we're like, you know, he's blessed. He's just touched. You know, he's got it in him. And he's got to move because the spirit can move you. But like that,
And to your point, do we want to live in that?
I could have swore it was at 11
We
minutes.
should have the freedom to live safe from the terror of gun violence. Freedom. And now, Wisconsin, the baton, generations of it is a fight for freedom. We are not going back. Not going back. America has tried these failed economic power to deny people with pre-existing conditions. Remember what that was like? Read it. It's 900 pages. But here's the thing.
Have y'all read any of the 2025 agenda?
Cut Social Security and Medicare. Insurance companies have the power to fail economic. Not going back. It's a fight for the future. That's good. Generations.
All right. I don't know why I can't find this, and I haven't saved anything.
We who believe in the sacred freedom to vote.
I'm making some changes with my software and stuff
Every
too.
American has the ability to cast their ballot and have it counted. We who believe that every person in our nation should have the freedom to live safe from the terror of gun violence.
You don't have to be in presidency for that. You should be doing better background checks anyway. Your employer has top authority over that. That has nothing to do with the presidency. Now, if they want to sign it into law to enforce more thorough background checks, that's again, that's something that can happen without any electoral vote. Like, I'm telling y'all, when you get the baton, when you get that stage, just like some of us, the most we have is possibly a channel that we rock with or whatever, or that we formed on our own. You got to do the damn thing with it. I still think that most people aren't ready to be collective about anything anyway. We're very individual. In America, we have the most selfish people in the world. There's other places too, but just the extreme selfishness. Everyone's just about themselves. So sometimes some of the constant, whatever I'm doing or talking about, I do try to get us centered back right too. Keep in mind to still always think positive, because even if negative things are going on around you, weird presidency, weird local politics in your area or whatever, we have a say. We can attend meetings, we can be more proactive, but also in your own time and when you're by yourself too, say positive things, think them, and you can write them down as well. No matter what you're going through, I don't know it's an energy thing. Other than that, I don't know what it is, but it changes things and it'll be better. Like, it don't matter what it is. It don't matter what it is. I'm telling you, please, just do it. Try it out. And even if you say, oh, well, something was going on, I stayed positive, but the other person still came at me negative, or whatever, something like that. That could happen, but I'm telling you, it's going to be way less times if you stay positive about it. You may not even know how you're going to turn things around, but there's something about staying faithfully positive about it. Things can work themselves out. It's going to surprise you. I'm telling you, it's going to surprise you. It's like, wait a minute, that was way better than I thought it was going to be. This ended up working out sooner than I thought it was going to work out. Our tongue is mighty. Also inscribing writing.
Joins us from that event, and she did bring up leaving the promise.
When I saw it, when I saw what she said, I said she's gonna have people thinking that if you vote for Kamala Harris, you're gonna get all your reproductive things, whatever you want to do. Y'all call it reproductives. It's an abortion pill. Let's call it what it is, like the Plan B, abortion, everything else. Now, some of the 2025 agenda has some things that seem like it's going back in time, but a lot of it isn't. I'm going to read more on it before I really even say, but honestly, some of the ideologies in there I agree with. I've been saying for years. A lot of our ideologies when it comes to politics usually forms, I would say, around high school, maybe a little sooner for some, and some later on. We are usually that same person that we became years ago in our mind with how we would administer things if we were a part of an administration like this with the presidency and everything. We'll just see. We're gonna see what happens, because I still didn't hear anything about the crackdown on immigration, the legal immigration. So. Let me try this one more time. Everybody playing on that diabetes. We gotta get some for the diabetes, because you do have diabetes. Don't everybody got diabetes? That's right. Don't your grandfather, didn't he it out. I don't like it at all. And it sucks because let's say she don't get it. Like being a woman, I saw Hillary lose, and I swore she was gonna win. Um, and in a way, it's gonna kind of feel like y'all saying like, yeah, we ain't gonna ever elect a woman. And I'll just be interested to know y'all thoughts on women in government, women in leadership roles. Like, do you have a difference in opinion based on our gender? Like, do you feel that you have your reasons why you don't feel that females should be a president or even a president of a business, a company? Do y'all feel that we, we're just not fit enough for different reasons or reason? I really would like to know people's honest opinion on it.
Children with asthma, women who survive breast cancer, grandparents with diabetes.
Here's a little known fact too, since she brought up asthma. More black kids have asthma than other kids. They say statistically. I think we need to recheck it though. But it is more prominent in male boys that are black. Guess why? It's linked to racism. There's a difference in our breathing patterns when we're under pressure. And little black boys tend to be under more pressure than anyone else. And they've linked that to police contact, things like that. And it has an effect on you, has an effect on your health. And breathing is how we live, right? We live through breathing. Very important. Nobody seems to know that though. I keep going to the same parts. All right, well. Here we go. And if anyone has something to say, I'll check. If not, maybe I'll catch you on the rebound.
Stop Donald Trump's extreme abortion bans because we trust women to make decisions about their own body and not have their government tell them what to do.
Yeah, see that what she just said, right?
And when Congress passes,
I need to eat too. I might be getting hungry. All right, so she said so when she get in, she's gonna definitely sign that bill so everybody can get their abortion on. Now, she's saying it as if you vote for her and you what am I saying? Vote for her, right? Vote for her and you're gonna get all these rights. You're gonna be able to just do what you want to do what you want to do with your bodies. I'll tell you two main things wrong with that. For one, she don't have the authority to do it. If it could be done, Biden would have already done it when they reversed it. They have to sign it into law. And then say, will you sign this, Ms. Harris, President Harris, if she made it? Or President Trump, if he wins? That's who signs it. But you have to at least get it approved and passed. It just got rejected, a year ago. So I don't see any changes with the Roe versus Wade. I don't see any of that coming back anytime soon. But giving the notion that, hey, I'm a woman, hey, I'm black sometimes I'm Indian, you know what I'm saying? Boop. Got my white husband over here. Lock a lot of people up and they question my motives. But women, we got this. We can sleep around with whoever we want, get skeeted in, and I know it's both responsibilities. Hear me out though. We're gonna get skeeted in, but don't worry about it. You go to the pharmacy and pop a pill the next day. Like, how many pills can a woman take? All this stuff I have no clue. Because I'm someone too that doesn't necessarily agree with certain contraception either. Because it's just so unnatural for our bodies. And we have a lot of reactions from it. But people want to use contraception over the health risks. I'm not for that. And I'm not for pushing it on women either. I was thinking of doing something on just women's rights and talking about some of my experiences that I've had. Incorporate that in there, and then maybe get some feedback from men and women too. Possibly that would be good. So there's things that are forced on us. There's decisions that seem like all the women agree. We all want to keep that around. We all have a right to, it's encouraging also our thought culture that we're already in anyway. Because what happens is it's a less responsibility. So you can continue to have behaviors that are not responsible without any repercussions. So she wants you to know you're going to be on a soft cushion cloud if you vote for her. She's going to keep all that in there. You had sex with different guys. You don't even know who you're pregnant by. Girl, don't worry about it. Come on through to the clinic. That's what it's saying. But also surprisingly, a lot of married women abort. That surprised me when I got more into those statistics a couple years ago. And looking by the year and everything, a lot of that goes on. And it is not just a black women thing, like there's more white women getting them. So you just have to know the right source you're going to and get your information. So basically that's what I'm saying. It's a push for women to come out and vote. But it's also going to be a push for saying that certain behaviors are acceptable. There's no repercussion. The less repercussion or punishment we have for things that we could do a little better with, we're probably going to have more people doing it. So that, and plus the fact that it's a false pretense of, oh, vote her in so she can go ahead and sign that back in. That's not how it works. It's going to take time, and it just got banished. All right, and there are some people that have still had abortions. It really depends on the situation. Some states, they're not trying to hear it, even if it's medical, which is crazy because you could lose your life too as a woman. So of course that's crazy. But I just wanted to show that and just reiterate that no, voting her in isn't just a magic thing. But I'm not saying not to vote for her either, because I would be wrong to come and just say this is who you should vote for, or this is who you shouldn't vote for, or you shouldn't vote at all. I can't make that decision for nobody. Y'all have to make that decision on your own. I just feel like as people of color and like herself, like me, whoever else, we have more of a responsibility when we're talking to our people, and we're not to lie to y'all. We've been lied to enough, too much. So when we get that baton and we hit that stage or cheer wherever we at, we owe it to ourselves, and we owe too much more to y'all not to lie to get in there and playing around to get in there. Oh, let me get some rappers involved to get in here. Like that. You playing with us. You playing with us too much when you doing that. You playing with us. And I listen to what people are saying more and more because there's trickery. It's a little bit of a play on words. Because then you could say, well, Kamala, you said if you win, you would sign it in. Well, if they pass it, then, that's when people get a little more technical. Like, nah, that's not how you said it. You know how you said it. And they said she wants to reach younger voters too. So she's trying to keep everybody like, yeah, do your thing. I got you, ladies. I got the women. Okay.
And when Congress passes a law to restore reproductive freedoms as President of the United States, I will sign it into law.
See? Who said that's happening? Y'all think it's gonna happen? I could see those they're probably gonna disclaim this live stream because they want to make sure people even know what it is, so they can explain it. Removal of a fetus, embryo, whatever, depends on how far along you are that ends a pregnancy medically. It's just, I don't know, it's just interesting. I'm gonna wrap this up because I could go into a whole other topic like the depletion of the white race. Where are you guys going? I got that. I could do that coming up too. And then that falls into the whole thing with rights, with birthing, because birthing centers are closing down, and you guys are also encouraging. I don't know, so it's different. So let me tap in. Nah, I need to hear her talking about anti-black bill, police reform, immigration. Yeah. Who's her sorority sister promoting the blackness? I guess I missed that. But yeah, so that's the whole thing right there. There's some holes in this house. Also, you remember, don't forget the senator, the other black woman, I forgot her name, but when she came to the aid of Meg the Stallion like that, I was like, really? When she was like, yeah, she was like, yeah, we had gangster rap. Ain't nothing wrong with the rap y'all doing. Ain't nothing wrong with this, that, this, that. I was like, wow. Like we could have all these things, but it can't be just all that represents black women or what that's what people see us as, and that's it. Like that's the whatever. This Godwin's law, you can bench some. I left a comment. They said Trump used the N word. Oh yeah, Trump's nephew wrote a book. So we got a second family member from the Trump family doing a tell-all book. Okay. Right, that's what I mentioned earlier too, like the immigration part. I mean, that's what I mentioned too. I'm gonna get some. I gotta show some plants too. I'm checking my background. Well, those are just some of my thoughts. I don't talk politics on here, but then like sometimes you feel like you do want to say something, and it's like it's so touching towards race and gender and things like that for me that it's like I feel like it's almost impossible not to at least say something about what's going on and how I see it. As a person that lives in America myself, and also people that that aren't particularly black. I wonder like what are their honest thoughts? Like how do you see the culture? Do you feel we have a culture? Some people say we don't. Do you feel like the music isn't that serious? Let it go. Hey, it is what it is. They're gonna do it anyway. Or do you see a movement moving a certain kind of way, the way I see it, and it's still gonna be full of broken promises? And it's also like, again, we have a woman. She's married. Married women, they got their life together. So maybe it's not such a big deal for them to play with yours. You know, whether they have kids or want kids or not. They set. They've been successful. They have a career. They know what they want in life. Sometimes we still be trying to figure out more to life for ourselves. So now you have a woman leading a group of women, and all these women say they speak for us. All these women groups, they say they speak for us. They're full of LGBTQAI also. A lot of it, I should say, but I should say lesbians because some of it depends. Come on now. So there's a lot of that. I see a lot of more probably lesbians and like the those type and like the dykes that they think they dudes and stuff. Then they're gonna be on board with a lot of these ideologies and ways too because they don't really give a crap about men. And there's a difference with that. There's a difference in their spirit with that. Your sexuality, there's a difference with your spirit. I'm gonna learn that more. But also, but I said sexuality is different with your spirit. And dang, I just had it. But anyway, how we vote does matter. It does matter. But I'll check the chat one more time before I go. I'm Kiy NY007. Hope to see you back. Hopefully you got something out of today's. It's something that just came up, so I had to just jumped on about it.
I knew something wasn't right. Something ain't right. Django, Unchained. What kind of stuff? If you're doing something strange, put a piece of change in there. I know a lot of big words. Police department.
There's some. There's some.
And then, best rapper alive. Tupac.
Last we checked, Tupac was dead, y'all, right?
Listen,
Right or
West
wrong?
Coast girls think Tupac lives on. I'm with you. I'm with you. So Tupac.
I'm trying to say.
Sorry, I keep doing that.
One more thing, y'all. I'm going to say it one more time. That's what pissed me off the most with Kamala Harris is when she kept saying stuff about Pac like they was cool like that. Like, I know y'all know because it's Tupac fans out there that get it. It's just people. You don't have to really be a fan. It's like if you're gonna use the deceased to get black votes to seem like yeah I was smoking weed I was doing like you're so wrong. You're so wrong. And we've been said this before this whole presidency thing was coming. My thing is, how low will you go? I don't want either side to be too low. I don't even want either side to be low. But how low will you go? Y'all gotta feel some kind of way about this. Y'all got to feel some kind of way about this.
And then best rapper alive, Tupac. He's not. You say he lives on. And I know. I keep doing that. You say, listen, West Coast girls think Tupac lives on. I'm with you. I'm with you. So Tupac.
I'm trying to say.
Sorry, I keep doing that.
I heard there was some hoes in this house. People be talking, but y'all know y'all all like a hoe. Love a good hoe. Stop it. Now, I may not love a good hoe, but y'all like them hoes. Stop it.
I've seen some pink backpacks. I've seen some of the phones with the sparks. There was two more white girls in that house.
What? All right, y'all. I'm Kiy NY007. Hope to see you back. Consider hitting the reaction button or subscribing if you haven't already. I do have a mind of my own, but I invite you to share yours. And I'm out for now. Y'all have a great day. And thanks for coming through and chatting with me. That always helps. Peace. There's some O's in this house. There's some O's in this house. Peace.
Django Unchained.